Hello, hello, welcome back. And now that we have Karlach with us, and we're almost halfway through third level. Oh, by the way, I did check Damon's stock again and found the hand crossbow +1, which is very good for Astarion there. But now that we've done that, I would like to take a bit of a detour and head towards the goblins, both to pick up at least one item that Karlach really wants, but also for plenty of low-risk EXP in a way that I think befits Shadowheart very well. So let's head in that direction. Additionally, we haven't been up here yet, so we may as well do that. Actually, come to think of it, we never did get that chest over there, did we? I'll be right with you. Okay. Way back here towards the beginning of the game, there is sort of this path down here that leads to a little cove. With a rock in it, and if you make a nature or survival check, you can actually move the rock. But we all failed it last time. But we have some new people. Karlach can move the rock.
Can't afford to stay idle.
And then there's a chest here. It's got a Harper notebook, which tells about sacrilegious activity among a local Selunite sect. And it has a little map, which when you read it, it will put a marker on your map where a hidden cache is. Which is right here, which I was heading towards already because I know it's there.
Got to keep moving.
Okay, so we're back here, and let's go find the cache that is now marked on our map.
Might as well.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning.
What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps. The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that? Love. Was that? They do know how to write them in Cormier, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much at your service.
Am I talking to the mouse or the cat?
Neither. The fox, rather. Hiding, in a word. A silent observer, about to break the silence. Of course, What I have to say merits some privacy, as well as some more, let's call it, refinement. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes. Come. There, middle of somewhere.
Nice decor, she deflects.
The House of Hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last.
What makes you say that?
Call it a ninth sense. What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do. Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain.
Why would you help me?
Because my compassion is boundless. I stride among the needy, giving comfort where I can. And you're in dire need. One skull, two tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all, like that.
Now that she knows what he is, and from what we know from Shadowheart as a companion, there is no way she will trust the word of a devil. She is far too familiar with the machinations of manipulation. You're mad if you think I'll make a deal with the devil.
And what is madness but a denial of reality? Still, I've a feeling you'll change your mind before it's changed for you. Try to cure yourself. Shop around. Beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease.
Take me back. After that, I never want to see you again.
By all means, bite the hand that feeds you, while you still have teeth. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
And I'm sure all the companions will have something to say about that. Astarion first.
Now there's a bloody devil trailing after us. Well, this gets better and better. Shop around, he said. He seems sure we won't find anything. And he might be right. We've had no luck so far.
We'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it.
If we don't know what we're walking into, that bridge will collapse under us. The devil has a plan. He's playing with us. Cazador, my old master, liked to toy with people too. Let them think there was hope right until the end. Until he snatched it all away. Creatures like them don't play games. Unless they know they can win.
Actually, I misinterpreted the intent of that statement. I was talking about we'll try to find some kind of cure and deal with that. But they were talking about the deal with the devil, and I did not intend to suggest that we would actually consider his deal. So, we're not his playthings. Actually, you might not be able to outfox him, but I will.
Oh, will you? Because you've got it all figured out, I'm sure. You know who tampered with the parasite and why, and what they have planned for us. And of course you know why we're interesting enough that a devil would come to proposition us. Because if you don't know that, you may as well sign over your soul now. We may escape whatever web we're trapped in, but until we know what's going on, this Raphael has us exactly where he wants us.
Wyll?
The Devil with the Silver Tongue. An old fairy tale my father read to me. The kind with a hero, a villain, and a moral. A farmer made a deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, the devil granted him a bottomless coin purse. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter. We can learn a lot from fairy tales, don't you think?
Spare me the parables. I've no intention of bargaining with the likes of him.
That's because you still have hope. But when he becomes your last hope, remember this. He'll require of you only what you're least ready to part with. And then require more still. You might think you'd give up anything for a cure. But the devil won't take just anything. He'll take everything.
And Karlach?
Can't believe that devil just took us into the hells with a snap of his fingers. If I see him again, I'll wring his neck.
I'd enjoy watching that.
I knew I liked you. Raphael was his name, right? He's trying to lure us into a game he knows we can't win. I'm not playing. Glad you're not either.
Alright, and now we're up here. Actually, I'm gonna just see real quick if they have anything else to say.
I suppose you want to hear about Cazador.
You don't have to tell me anything you don't want to.
I don't want to say a damned thing, but that won't do anyone any good. Cazador Zar is a vampire lord in Baldur's Gate, the patriarch of his coven, and a monster obsessed with power. Not political power or military power, I mean power over people. The power to control them completely. He turned me nearly 200 years ago. I became his spawn, and he became my tormentor.
Tormentor? Shadowheart would be interested in that. What did he do?
He had me go out into Baldur's Gate to fetch him the most beautiful souls I could find. It was a fun little ritual of his. I'd bring them back, and he'd ask if I wanted to dine with him. And if I said yes, he'd serve me a dead, putrid rat. Of course, if I said no, he'd have me flayed. Hard to say which was worse.
You're free now. Enjoy that freedom.
I will. But I won't take it for granted. The Mind Flayers aren't the only monsters out there. And they might not be the only ones hunting us. All I'm asking is that you keep your eyes open. And watch out for anything lurking in the shadows.
I'll watch your back. Don't worry.
What more could I ask? Now, is that all?
What do you make of Raphael's deal?
I won't lie. It's tempting. If I keep the tadpole, I risk transforming into a grotesque monster. If I lose the tadpole, Cazador has control of me, body and soul, and I return to the shadows. It's grim either way. So why not sell what's left of my soul to a devil? Better he has it than Cazador.
I understand the appeal.
I'm glad to hear it. Whatever's coming, we need to keep our options open.
Now that we're up here, there's a couple of things. There's a skeleton right in the middle that has this silver pendant that can give you guidance, which is very nice for anyone who isn't already a cleric with the guidance cantrip. However, in this case,
Necklace matches the sigil in that cave. The Harpers were busy.
I think that means Astarion. Because if nothing else, he can use that so I can unlock locks and disable traps without having Shadowheart nearby to guidance him. And the other major thing, for which I will pre the guidance,
This way. What's that?
well, it's a rocky crevice.
At the back of the crevice lies a bag enfolded in the chitinous squabbling of spiders. A shiny gold coin pokes from its mouth.
Actually, I want to try something. I have some potions of animal speaking.
At the back of the crevice lies a bag enfolded in the chitinous squabbling of spiders. A shiny gold coin pokes from its mouth.
Ah, it didn't give me another option here. But let's survey the spiders. I do have 4 inspiration.
The creatures clutch the pouch possessively. You have no doubt. A spider egg is nestled within.
Animal handling, 3 from wisdom, sleight of hand, 3 from dexterity, and other bonuses. So certainly sleight of hand is what I would want to go with here. But I didn't make it.
Pincers pierce your flesh. Their chitters become giggles. The intruder is punished.
Interesting. I got to know what they said because of my speak with animals, I'm sure. But let's have Astarion try to actually get the bag, maybe. And of course, immediately after equipping him with the necklace, I just cast guidance on him.
Trust no one.
At the back of the crevice lies a bag, enfolded in the chitinous squabbling of spiders.
Alright,
Shiny gold coin pokes from its mouth.
that's better.
The spiders scatter, and you stash the bag. Something clinks among the coins.
See, and that's why we use an inspiration if we have 4 already. We would have lost that inspiration, and the experience that Karlach got would have gone only to Karlach, not to the whole party.
A long way to go still.
This spider egg is a very interesting item, and there's a particular fight I like to use it for. Okay, time to... There's not a whole lot else here, but time to take it. Okay, now we can continue on, let's see. Towards the goblin camp. But there's still a couple of detours on the way.
Worth grabbing.
Biting flies. Midges. Ugh. Shouldn't nature be beautiful and serene? It looks so nice in the upper city parts.
Upper City, huh? Swish. Never spent much time there myself.
I'll happily take you, if we survive this bug's banquet.
Sounds good. I've always been curious
People
what
ahead.
Patriarlu looks like.
Something's wrong.
I can't stop the bleeding, Bray.
You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step closer.
A strange symbol glows marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
His wounds look deep. I might be able to help.
He's hurt badly. An owlbear got him deep. If there's anything you can do.
I'm watching you.
The injured man locks eyes with you. A familiar squirming churns in your head.
Hold his stare.
Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brenna, new recruits, yours to shepherd.
Protect them. She is a true soul. Mind her. She will... She...
Edwin! Ed! Please!
He's with the Absolute now. You're a true soul. Edowin, our brother, he was chosen. Like you. Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edowin.
Perhaps you can help me. I'm looking for the druid Helson.
I don't know any druids.
Well, why were you out here? The wilderness is dangerous.
We know that all too well, ma'am, but the Absolute sent us here.
We're looking for fugitives. Survivors from that ship that crashed farther west of here.
These fugitives. Tell me more.
We don't know what they look like, but anyone who survived that crash is bound to be injured. That's enough to get us started. The Absolute wants them found. At any cost.
I don't think Shadowheart would be forthcoming here. Explain this Absolute to me.
What? Are you testing us? The Absolute is our goddess. She's going to rip down the old world order, start a new one. Then we'll be the ones with the power. Well, you will firstly, true soul. You don't need me to explain that.
A true soul, like you, has been chosen by the Absolute. You speak with her voice, and when the time comes, the true souls, you, will rule.
Oh, I like these two. All zeal and no brains.
A crude summary. You have more to learn of our faith, novice.
I'm sorry, true soul. I only repeated what I thought I knew. It seems the Absolute still has a great deal to teach me.
Oh, forget the owlbear. You're still alive, so go.
What? And just leave Ed? I suppose I suppose he'd want us to go on. Find a way to honor his sacrifice.
May the Absolute guide us. They spoke of the Absolute, same as that captive goblin. They must be part of the same sect.
A cult from the looks of it, and word spreading fast.
Strange power resonates within the corpse. It calls to you. Your limbs move of their own accord. There's something of value, something your mind craves. Why let its host's memories go to waste? The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you.
I do think Shadowheart is still hesitant to give in to the tadpole powers. So force your mind shut. You will not be influenced by an illithid parasite. But we do have the 4 inspiration. There we go.
Your muscles loosen. The tadpole breaks free of its deceased host. Your mind is your only game. For now.
Meanwhile, we do get to loot his body, which does include this shaft of a broken spear. Kind of want that. But, unfortunately, it's gonna be a while before we can really get the other side. Well, unless something goes wrong shortly.
Worth a rummage. Curious. No wounds on that ball, but doesn't quite look like it died peacefully either.
Who cares about some pig? It's dead. Let's go.
I guess you don't get the chance to examine it with a skill, since we already know Astarion is a vampire. So let's go under the bridge first.
Owlbear tracks. Its nest must be nearby.
In which case, we will certainly want to try to be stealthy.
Worth grabbing. prey, no doubt.
Off I go.
Now let's
Mine needs greater
ungroup
anyway.
and carefully approach the owlbear by myself.
Better fetch that.
Oh.
Strength in silence. Not a peep.
Actually, I may be able to sneak around a little bit.
There is work to do.
What do we have here?
Oh!
You feel the quake of its heavy footsteps before you see it. An owlbear, its beaked face looming out of the darkness.
What's this? Something weak, something tender. Won't even have to chew you before I feed you to my son. Soft meat.
You're injured. There's still a half spear lodged in your head.
It's a splinter. I've gutted bigger threats than you with worse.
I'm not gonna sit here and try to intimidate an owlbear, I think. Just allow me to leave. I'm no threat to you or your cub. Nice.
You're small, weak. Killing you would be a waste of time. You can go, but you make one wrong step and I'll rip you to shreds.
Time for a quick talk.
Yep. Let's get back out. Triumph over the mother owlbear. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think Shadowheart has any reason to slay the owlbear at this time.
Let's try this way.
I was just trying to sneak around and see if I could get up there and see if there was anything there. But I guess you can't just sneak past the owlbear that way. So let's see what's over here.
Have to keep low. A Seluna statue in a stinking cave. Hardly a place of honor, even for the likes of her. Let's see what we have here. What's there shall be mine.
Magically sealed. Can't go ape smash on this thing.
Need to tread softly. Quiet as a mouse. That might be worth a look. Selunite prayer, marked with the same symbol as the chest. I'll have to sully my tongue and recite it.
Huh. I don't think I've had Shadowheart's interaction with that before.
Let's see what I can spirit away. Two words, clearly.
I guess I wasn't close enough to the chest.
Two words, clearly.
Or was I? Or can it not be done by Shadowheart? Let's have Astarion do it.
Time for a little death. Could be useful. I would have started years ago.
I can't afford to fail. Gently does it?
You look at the Selunite offerings. Nothing but profane baubles. Still, they could be traded for something valuable.
And we know from having Shadowheart as a companion that she argues quite vehemently against even touching this filth.
But would Shar agree? She may be pleased to see offerings to Seluna stolen. Difficult to say.
We are going to go with what Shadowheart argues for during her companionship. So we are just going to leave the chest. Meanwhile, there are some things we can get over here without getting too close to the owlbear.
Owlbear eggshells. An unhatched one would fetch quite a price.
Yeah, and that's about as close as we're gonna get.
On I go.
And for what it's worth, I was, well, hopefully, prepared to fight the owlbear if we failed the check to get it to leave us alone. But yeah, let's go underneath this bridge.
An empty mind flayer vessel. If its occupant survived, then nowhere to be seen.
I suppose I did forget to speak with Edowin.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
So who are you?
Edowin, a true soul, a chosen.
Who chose you? I think we still want to learn more about the Absolute at this time.
The Absolute. The Almighty Goddess.
What can you tell me about the Absolute?
Do not fight her. Power. Such power.
And what were you doing here?
Looking for her weapon. The Absolute.
What do you know about this weapon?
Crashed from the sky. Taken by infidels.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
check for anything useful. Might as well take a look.
There's somebody. Oh, Aradin is here.
Do the talking.
Thought you was busy with the foul bloods in Elson's Grove.
I thought you were busy leading your crew.
Not no more. The contract didn't mention no goblins. I would have prepped the lads, brought better weapons.
What was the contract?
The kind that leaves half your crew dead. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic, supposedly buried round these parts. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it.
Let's say I want that gold. Where would I find the relic?
It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you a map of the temple and wish you a happy funeral. But my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own sodger. Goblins made short of the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. Can show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying.
Interesting. Before you go, I'd like to say a prayer for your crew.
What sort of prayer?
I commend them to the darkness. When night falls, let them be forgotten. I don't think he's gonna like
idiots like these. I don't think I'll bother trying. See you on the road, mate. Come on. We're wasting time. Sharp as ever.
I guess we missed our opportunity to actually get the map. No matter. But with him gone, nobody's here to complain about us. Oh. They're not even marked as stolen anymore. And this little goblin drawing here, which we can't really do anything with but keep it in camp forever, but it's basically sort of here to let you know that there's 3 leaders in the goblin camp. I don't think we want to go south quite yet. I'd like to keep Auntie Ethel as a vendor for a while and pick up more elixirs of giant strength.
Let's see what we have here. Goblins ahead. Looks like they're laying an ambush.
Okay, so we did notice that there's a goblin ambush up here. We'll tuck that away for later. Here's some knotted vines we can maybe use to circumvent the goblin ambush.
Something over there. I don't think I'll fit through there.
But here's really what I wanted to see now.
I'll see what I can learn.
Keep moving, stranger. Quietly.
What happened here?
I told you to go.
I'm not an enemy, I promise. Uh-oh. I do have 4 inspiration.
There's death in your scent, but not in your words. Still, you should go. My friend is injured. He needs rest.
I don't think he's going to wake up.
Of course he will. And then we'll return home.
What's your name?
He calls me Scratch. You can do the same.
What happened to your friend, exactly?
We were attacked. With cackling, furry things on 2 legs. And their smell, it was strange, rotten, evil.
You know the creatures he describes. Gnolls.
Come on, you can travel with me if you like.
No, I won't leave him.
If he doesn't wake up, follow my scent. I have a camp.
If it comes to that, I may. Thank you.
And now Gromwick is no longer tagged as stealing. These letters don't really mean much of anything at all.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Who are you?
Gromwick.
What's your profession?
Runner. Fleetfoot. Courier company.
What happened to you?
Pack of gnolls. Claws. Teeth.
Why were you in the forest?
Letters. Delivery to Baldur's Gate.
And where are you from?
From Trail.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Okay. And then we could have come up that way, but we went sort of around instead.
Better take a peek.
We could cross here and go up a strip and get just a little bit more before we go, but I think I want to use the river as a natural boundary just to keep better track of where I have and haven't been. So let's go deal with the goblins. Because we know from previous conversations with Dead and letters that we found that there are drow amongst the goblins. So Shadowheart is going to disguise herself as a drow. And just walk brazenly in.
Get over there! Surround him like!
I know you're there. Show yourselves.
You spotted us. Good. It's like they say. Wait. A drow. In the sun. Stand down. This one's got a touch of the absolute about her. Apologies, your lordship. Hard making you out from a distance.
Don't let it happen again.
Of course. Come and go as you like. Move it, lads, and show some respect.
Very nice. Ah, charlatan just passing shoe. Yes, excellent. And it doesn't want to... Oh.
More of our crowd inside. But we'll send word you're all right.
I don't know if it's a glitch or not that I can't talk to that one. That was definitely a glitch.
Any of the lads give you trouble, they'll answer to me.
Maybe not. Maybe you're not intended to be able to talk to the trackers.
Let's see what we have here.
Yep, can't talk to him. Okay. Well, this one is far enough away from the others.
Mustn't let anyone see. Better tread carefully.
I think we can just take him. So let's do it.
Hello, you. Keeping quiet.
What's cooking?
Keeping quiet. Quiet as a moonbeam.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Well, Astarion has the assassin subclass, so of course he's gonna start.
Secrecy above all.
Keeping quiet.
I'm ready.
And success didn't anger any of the others.
Onward. Ever onward.
Defeated Zariel's followers. Met Mizora. Need some infernal iron. We spotted a deep gnome tied to the blades of a windmill. He's being tormented by a group of goblins. Find the night song. Okay. Now this is one of those moments where Shadowheart is conflicted because she is here disguised as a drow, But she remembers the unintentional harm she caused earlier with non-interference, so she's still going to try to find a way to save this gnome without fully realizing why she's bothering, if that makes sense.
What have we got here? Oh, stop this thing!
The goblin seems unsure whether to bow to you or attack.
What do you want? What do you need?
Leave, immediately. This prisoner is mine now.
You want to take that little pipsqueak? But we're supposed to take him hostage! But you know that, of course. Don't ya? You are blessed, ain't ya? A true soul?
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Deception, naturally. Do I look cursed to you? I think she would gravitate towards that rather than use the illithid power.
Pardon, madam, I didn't mean to doubt you. I know my place. Well, that's that. We'll be on our way. Do as you like with the pipsqueak.
The goblins slink backwards, afraid to take their eyes off you.
Allow them to leave.
Come on, you lot, hop it! Before she changes her mind. Nothing to eat.
All right then.
Fresh meats. Scared meats. Yes.
All right. Even though I started at the right time, it won't let me talk to him. We want to make sure we hit the correct lever. Brake lever.
Help me down!
Your breath catches.
Oh.
The remains of the Selunite statue are defaced with Sharan markings. They must have raided this place long ago.
I must have gotten too close to that. But yeah, let's come over here.
What are you waiting for?
No harm in a little conversation.
Cut me loose!
What's in it for me?
Free me and find out!
Free him.
Maga Kamara. There's pestilent thugs. Well, get on with it.
I freed you. A little compensation would be nice.
Compensation? Was that all? I expected worse from the likes of you. Take my pack, if you can find it. The only reason those goblins caught me was its weight. I'll travel lightly from now on.
You're a little far from home for a deep gnome.
Ignorance is alive and well, it seems. Deep gnomes aren't restricted to the Underdark, you know. I've lived in Baldur's Gate for years. I'm in search of a friend. I fear he's in trouble. See this? I gave it to him years ago before I left home. I found it around the neck of a thug in the lower city. It was speckled with blood. My friend, nowhere to be found. But I still have hope. I have reason to believe he's in the Underdark. Hopefully, I'll pick up his trail from there. I always help my friends. On that note, I bid thee farewell. If we should meet again, well, we will have met again.
Alright, how are we doing on XP? Pretty decent, pretty decent. Okay. Still a couple conversations to be had in town.
If you want to keep your insides on the inside, don't cause any trouble. Scram.
Tell me to scram.
Less you like trash, then keep looking. Hey, boss. Not see your sort around these days.
Is that so?
Nothing here, boss.
Just scraping up some pieces, Majesty. Don't mind me. Garbage.
Definite smells like weed. It's clean, right?
Ha!
Go on. More of us inside. Eh? Well, I'm busy. Watching, like.
Moonhaven.
Now these are some big boys, so I should be prepared in case it turns into a fight.
Faces, 3, 4 sideways faces.
Let's get on with it. No time to waste.
Huh, I've never seen that before. Okay. Well, I've never heard Karlach spat off the kids' rhyme. That was cute.
Well, hello.
So, there's a ladder over here. That's a decent place to stage for range, so go ahead and put Wyll up there too.
Toning things down.
Wyll will rely more on cover. Astarion can peek out if he needs to. And then the two of us,
What's next, I wonder?
we can go talk to them.
Tastes like chicken. No chicken. Tastes like fish. Gentlemen, contain yourselves. This quarrel sours our feast. Besides, tastes like pork. And what surprise is this? Brothers, look here. I have eyed yet another prize. Fortune favors our bellies. Stranger, be you friend or food, The mark is her measure. Show us the brand of the Absolute.
Deception. I'll do you one better. I'm one of the Absolute's chosen disciples.
Indeed. How regrettable that your meat must go unsavored. Food? Food. Not food. Friend.
You are quite the articulate ogre.
Am I not astonishing? A robust diet makes for a shrewd mind, you see. I am a gourmand, and you a delicacy. Were I so lucky?
I've seen few other ogres in these parts.
We follow the sense of blood and gold to all lands fertile, friend. And this land proves particularly fruitful.
I notice you don't bear a brand of your own.
I've no use for the Absolute, or any god. I follow two masters only, gluttony and greed. The goblins understand my appetites. They sate my hunger for gold. And the rest sate my hunger for meat. Boss goblin give gold. We check brand. Good deal. No talk.
Forget goblins. You should be fighting for me.
I am, by all accounts, a student of higher commerce and extortion. Make me an offer. Tempt me.
I'll pay you Deception 1,000 gold after you fight for me. I gotta see how that pans out. Well, we succeeded.
I twice played serenade to my ears, my tasty kibble. We have a bargain. Take my bone horn. One blow and the ground will quake with my family name. Use it when the need arises, and never a moment before. Ogre kill everyone around, then Ogre eats them. Well spoken, indeed. Ogre kill everyone around. We will keep close. When you are ready, sound the horn.
Well, very nice. I'm kind of surprised that worked. I will go ahead and put that in my pouch.
That's curious.
The tiefling's corpse stirs with the spell. You realize the tiefling's body has been torn open by huge hands.
Anything of value you happen to have?
True sight. No coin.
What brought you to the village?
Strange warriors. Gold. Skin. Silver blades.
Where did you see those warriors? And where are you from?
El Turel. Zoru. Friend.
And who did this to you?
Ogres. Hungry. Bloodied. Screams.
Okay. And then I've had all the conversations I've been going for a while. I think I'm going to loot the overground portion of the Blighted Village and then call it a session. We haven't really had any fights, barely, so I don't see the need to rest or anything, but I do want to break it up for time, so I will let you know of any significant finds as I'm looting.
That's curious.
Aww. I think Karlach likes stuffed bears, right?
Soldier.
Oh. I'll just give it to her.
Someone's diary. Might explain what happened here.
Okay. Take a look at that. A bunch of children went missing at some point in the past.
Where's the shot?
Missing children. Maggie Terrans, Marcus Terrans, Mathan Deach, Rochelle Kirk.
Oh, in the sort of a central area of the Blighted Village, near the well, near this cart with the fish barrels in it, there is this moss-covered chest which is locked.
Keep your distance, darling.
But no matter.
Challenge.
Oh, he actually failed. That's okay. Even though we have inspiration, it's just not worth using that when we have so many thieves' tools. Two bad rolls in a row.
My faith will guide me.
But anyway, inside this chest is a haste helm, which is a very useful piece of equipment for basically anybody. Right now, I think I want to go ahead and give it to Shadowheart. Also, as a side note, since we're giving her that hat, the sort of like hat and cape that you get for from the camp chest, those are going to Astarion for now.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Also worth noting, just because it's a little easy to miss, there is a wooden hatch that leads into the basement of the Windmill, and there is some loot here. Including in this chest, there is the Speedy Lightfoot, which is medium armor, and if you dash or take similar action while in combat, you gain 3 lightning charges. The fact that it's medium armor does mean it's limited on who can make use of that, and because of that, and because Shadowheart doesn't have any other boots on, I'm just going to go ahead and give it to her for now. The Deep Gnome did mention that his backpack was too heavy for him, and that's why he got caught, and there is this heavy backpack. So I suspect this is the one that he's talking about. And the notable thing about here, there's a smoke powder satchel, 3d4 plus 9 force, which is a lot of damage for a thrown item. Meanwhile, it automatically critically hits objects and environments. So that's, like, this can definitely be a very useful item to have. And it creates a permanent fire surface. That is also potentially a very useful thing to have. Okay.
No time to dally. Need to keep going. Plans. Looks like someone was intending to forge weapons.
More like sketches than anything. Suppose he was still in the drafting stage.
There might be an actual fight after all. I forgot I was close enough to this place. And, well, let's see how this goes.
Come on, let's go.
Let's have Karlach here.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Shadowheart here.
Someone there. Go.
I'll move ahead.
Them in ambush positions, and let's open this door.
As you approach, a guttural scream and a succession of quick bangs rattle the door. Then, a low moan. Someone, or something, is having a bit of fun.
Open the door.
What the hell are you doing?
You were making a lot of noise. I wanted to join the fun.
Ruined. Smash. Oh, smash you!
Okay, yeah. So, definitely this will be a frenzying fight. And let's throw something. I'm not going to knock them over with this. So actually, what would I want to throw? How about a grease bottle? Yeah.
I want to.
Very nice.
Need to stay focused.
And yep, that's not grease. So let's go over there.
Got to move.
Shall we cut and run?
I should have already been wait, am I? No, I should have already been hiding. Let's see. I'll cunning action dash.
Let's do it.
Word.
This is my time. 2 steps at a time.
Hex strength. And Eldritch Blast. Ah, 2 hit points left.
What's this?
Nothing else really that I can do. Let's go up to the grease, but not into the grease.
What should I do?
And is there anything else I can do? As a bonus action... Not really.
Get out! Out!
Okay, so let's try to have Wyll finish off the first one. So I guess he's already got the... Actually, let's use the magic missile just to guarantee it, because he's got 2 hit points. So 1 missile there, 2 missiles there, and then reapply the hex and move away. So Wyll, you're good. Astarion, you've got an 80% chance to hit, and you are being threatened, so you should get the sneak attack.
This could be fire, baby.
Let's have... You're raging, so let's have you disengage. And I sort of want to use this to test something. Let's use the enraged throw with water. Can I knock you down with water?
This'll help.
I can. Prone and wet. That's very useful information. Meanwhile, I don't really currently have anything that does lightning damage or cold damage on a throw, but it does mean if I can knock people down by throwing water at them, that means Wyll may want to have some way to do lightning or cold damage, and maybe not just Eldritch Blast all the time. It's something to think about. But for right now, he is prone, and Shadowheart is right there. Make sure we don't go into the grease. And let's actually even step away a little bit. Since you're prone, you can't get the attack of opportunity. And if you want to get to me, you're going to have to go through the grease. That seems like a good plan. Astarion is far enough away he won't provoke.
Over here.
Still got plenty of hit points. Let's go ahead and put some toxin on just because we have plenty.
Heating up.
This is my time.
Well, you do have Shocking Grasp. 1d8 doubled plus the hex. 80% chance to hit. Very nice. And now he can move away without provoking, Karlach
Bye forever, pal.
can attack, move away, and then rage throw, knocking him down again.
Want to do it?
No growing up like that. Not a nightfall I'd care to experience twice.
So I have the beginnings of kind of a strategy with the party, as I can knock him down with water, shocking grass, and then he and Karlach can both move away. Astarion can stay away pretty easily and do ranged sneak attacks, and then once he's down, Shadowheart can come in and get sneak attacks on the ground. It seems like a pretty solid thing to begin with. For the moment, let's burn away this... Actually, before we burn away this grease, let's talk to Grukkoh.
Corpse seems willing to speak, but not to its killer.
You know, that's a good point. Let's dismiss the disguise. Try again.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
What were you doing in the village?
Weapon search. Take, break, butters.
Who killed you?
Dog. Split us up. Ran us through.
Who do you report to?
Absolute. Only goddess. Moonrise.
What happened to you?
Intruders. Me and Butters ruined.
I guess I don't... So, where did you come from?
Hills. Then... Moonrise.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
No time like the present.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Who killed you?
Someone interrupt. Someone stop fight.
Did you have any valuables?
I've nothing. Looking for weapon.
Okay, I know what they were doing, but I gotta ask to see what they say. What were you doing in the barn?
Grukkoh. Baby boy. We take a break. Together.
Were you and Grukkoh in love?
Yeah. Good love.
What weapon were you looking for?
From crash. Took by bad people.
spell's power wanes, you can ask no more questions.
You know, I've never used Speak Undead with them before. Oh, certainly it's time for a short rest. I've never used Speak Undead with them before. Usually I just think of this encounter as a funny one, haha, you caught them in the middle of doing things, but now I kind of feel bad. But not much to do it but continue looting, and I'll check in with you again if I find stuff. Right around here it stopped recording due to disk space. Honestly, you didn't really miss much that was significant. I got a +1 dagger out of some meat nearby. There was another chest to dig up somewhere, and I looted 2 other buildings above ground in the Blighted village. But, thankfully, it wasn't that much content that was lost. I need to do a better job of making sure I stop recording before this happens. I'm going to work on that. So, apologies, but I'll see you next time. We'll figure out where I'm going to go from there.